what, down inside of a chrome fitting with a handle on it? There's that gnat again.
There's an old curiosity shop. Every once in a while I go by there for the fond recollections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Well, good afternoon, good folks. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, welcoming you back to another windowsill thrift haul. But before we begin, today's cup of coffee is brought to you by...
A cup of coffee, a sandwich, and you. A cozy corner, a table for two.
And actually, it's not coffee at all. It's some little fizzy lemonade type drink that I got at Aldi. It's actually pretty good. Well, today's fizzy lemonade drink is brought to you by the Jeanette Glass Company of Jeanette, Pennsylvania. I need to drive out there someday and take a tour. Well, there's not a whole lot left. It's a lovely town, but in terms of glass manufacturing, those days are over. The pattern is called, well, let's see if you can figure it out. Take a look at the saucer. Aha! Yeah, sunflower. Now, you know, we see, or I see, those sunflower cake plates, yeah? The little 3-footed ones. They come in pink and 2 shades of green, a darker green and a lighter green. I find those all the time, and I've probably sold 50 of them in my lifetime. Let me have a sip. You have a sip of whatever you're enjoying today. But anyway, those pink cake plates were given away for free in, that's right, sacks of flour in the Depression era. So we're familiar with the flour sack dresses and so forth, but the glass was actually down inside of the bags of the flour. So let's put this thing down, Jeanette, very nice, and I better put these on. And let's see what's for sale today. I don't know what to do with this. Hold on, I'll put it on the floor. Isn't that awful? You know I'm gonna kick it. No, I won't. Yeah, I probably will. I have a combination of things. Most of what I'm going to show you is for sale in the Old Curiosity Shop right now. But some other things I've decided to keep for myself. Let's start off with this wonderful Art Deco piece, which has damage and is missing something, but it's still quite collectible and a nice piece to have. I'm going through my Art Deco boxes in storage and pulling some things out. Now this is made by New Art Creations, N-U-A-R-T, very similar to Frank Art. And she's got outstretched hands because she's supposed to be holding an insert, an ashtray. I think it's amethyst, might have come in other colors too. But that would rest right here and her hands would couple it. Now, it's gone. But she's not broken and she's not made out of pot metal. And what you might not be able to see is the painted finish on this is original, and it's a pearl. It's a pearlized, it's an iridescent sort of pearlized finish, paint. There were other companies, I think Hubley might have had a pearlized paint, so it's not always in green. We're missing a lot of paint, but she is original, and I don't know. Search around until you find something to put there, or that might be a good place to put my teacup instead of on the floor. I hadn't thought of that. She can't hold the saucer, but she can certainly hold my, you know what, I might not sell her now. Actually, it's too late. She's listed and she's already got bids. I wish I had thought of that. Anyway, recycle, reuse, repurpose. Yeah. All right. And so she's from the 20s to the early 30s. That's for sale. This I'll hold on to. It is one slip shade, just one. And of course, I'll put this with my lamp parts. We all know the big light fixtures that in the 30s that these shades would slip down into and be up on the ceiling. That didn't cost much. This is for sale, and you recognize the ice blue Philby pattern by Anchor Hocking, and we see Fire King on here. The Fire King lets you know that you're okay for baking, and so you could put hot, right out of the oven baking dishes on this trivet. Yeah, on the table, and that will, so you can serve that way. That is for sale. Very quickly, because you already saw some of these things in the car the other day, everybody told me everything looked green. I did not go to Oz, but I was parked under a huge expanse of trees, and it was very sunny, and it was putting a wonderful chlorophyll filter into my car. So I promise you that the stuff wasn't green. That was in the car. We saw that. We're not going to talk about that because you already know what it is. And if you don't, you can go back and look at not yesterday's video, but the day before, because yesterday I was fiddling with that clock. The two peachy pinky depression glass vases, yeah, they are currently listed. I think I told you that I didn't know when I was going to get everything listed, but it is. These I know looked very green in my car, but you can see here it is this wonderful ice blue, and there are 4 of these little cordials. Somebody said it looks like there might be a little bit of uranium in them, and I threw the black light on it, and there's just a hint of uranium in these. You don't get a bright glow, but you get a little bit of illumination, just for those who are interested in that. So there are 4 of these. We already saw those. They're already listed. This mirror is already listed, and you already saw it. And you're right, I didn't tell you that you could bend this down and use it as a hand mirror if you want to. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the most frightening thrifter of all?
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one.
So, and it's fully adjustable. So we already saw that. It's listed. Again, these things, I talked about them at length in the car the other day. This, if you didn't see my little live show, last Saturday night, you might not be aware of this piece of crewel needlework. Okay, that's listed. And if you want to learn more about that piece, you can go back and look at the chat from last Saturday night, I think. And thank you everyone who joined me. That was a lot of fun. Next time I do one, I'll try to publish it a little bit soon, a little bit earlier. But this I just got, and it is listed, and you haven't seen it. I love it. It's from the Depression era. It's completely unmarked. And I have not had time to sit down. It's always a treat to sit down and go through my books, my kitchen glass books. I'll probably be able to find out who made it, but right now, completely unmarked. Here's what I love about it. These 2 pieces are not a marriage, and they have stayed together since this was first bought. So we have this wonderful spout, handle, little pitcher here, almost looks like a batter bowl is what I'm trying to say. Nothing on the bottom of it, but if you'll notice, there's a little, you can't see it, there's a little indentation right there and a little bit of a rim on the inside. Aha! Now this is how we know all of this is original. Here's the reamer. Look at this little tiny tab that sticks up right there. Do you see that? Okay? That little tab corresponds with the little indentation back here behind this handle, so that when you set this in, it catches right there. You see that? So when you're reaming your lemons and limes, your reamer doesn't go flipping around inside of there. Fantastic design. See, it's not going to move as you ream. It won't spin because it catches right there. So wonderful piece. There are no chips or cracks. This is depression glass. There's going to be rough seams. There's going to be imperfections. We already know that. So we're not talking about something that was meant to sit in a china closet. This was beat around and tossed around in kitchens. But it's amazing that we really don't have too much roughness or chips or cracks. The top of the reamer is in good condition. Very functional. You know, okay, if it were in pink or green, that would be fantastic. But I like it in this crystal glass as well. I bet that you do. This might be my favorite piece in this haul. I am happy to tell you that I have decided to keep the old crone candle, and I will not set her head wrap on fire. I'm keeping her. I don't know what I'm going to do with her, but I'm keeping her. Some of you said, yeah, go ahead, put her out at Halloween. I love this color blue glass. It is not from the 60s. It is from the 30s. And you know that we often see these 3-part divided candy or nut dishes, down inside of a chrome fitting with a handle on it. There's that gnat again. So I do find these quite often when the chrome fitting is missing, and I buy them anyway. So great color. This is one of those colors that's really nice to decorate with when we take all the Christmas decorations down and it's just blah, blah, January, February. I like to get out icy blue glass. But that's listed. We're not going to wait till next January to sell that. I've got some cocktail shakers for sale to show you, but first I had a great Manhattan morning. No, I did not get on the train and go up to NYC, but I will be soon. I went to the thrift shop and I found some Anchor Hocking Manhattan, which, you know, I'm putting together a collection of it. So let's take a look at what I was able to get today. I was able to pick up 8 and 8. I had 8 plates, bread and butter, salad plates. Now, the thing is, as you know, the difference between the Manhattan and the Park Avenue is the size. That's one thing. The 8-inch plates, when they were reproduced, I shouldn't say reproduced because the molds were different. When it was reissued in the 90s, or late 80s, 90s, as Park Avenue, the original 8.5-inch luncheon plate becomes an 8-inch plate. So if these measured 8 inches, this would be the 1980s, 90s Park Avenue. But these measure 8.5 inches, which means they are the old Manhattan from 39 to 41. So I got 6 of these, which are the first sets of plates I've been able to get. Very excited, and we don't have chips on these. I'm keeping these. You know, I'm trying to put together a whole Manhattan set. I also bought 6 saucers in Manhattan. Now the saucers have no plate, have no cup ring. You know, the little indentation where the cup sits in. That's the way Anchor Hocking made it. They made some of their other patterns without a cup ring. So the saucer actually doubles as a sherbet plate, sherbet underplate. But you could also use it as a bread and butter dish. So hint, hint, if you're out and you see a bunch of saucers in Manhattan and you go, I'm not gonna buy those because, you know, I'm missing the cups. Remember, they double as the underplate for the sherbet, and they also make really wonderful bread and butter plates or little dessert plates. So I was happy to get these without cups. Yeah, did that make sense? I think it did. Oh my goodness, let me have some more of this fizzy stuff. It's losing its fizz. What time is it? Ooh, I start to lose my fizz in the afternoon as well. Are you like that? At about 3:30, 4 o'clock? But I get my second wind in the evening. And I keep going. Okay. Now I've got 2 cocktail shaker sets to show you, and that's it. We'll wrap it up. Here's one made by, I think this one is Keystone. It is. I don't know that you'll see it, but Keystone Chrome, it says patent pending on there, and we see the Keystone. That's right, Pennsylvania is the Keystone State, or officially the Keystone Commonwealth. This is a shaker I don't see every day, and it is fantastic. The main reason that I say that with Keystone is this one. It's going to be hard for you to see. We've got all these drink recipes embossed in the rim. And boy, we've got a bunch of them around here. The original filter cap is on there. The lid, it's nice and clean. And I'm going to read to you the drink selections you have, but I want you to also know that with this, you're getting 5 chrome cocktail stems. Okay, you're getting 5 of these. So here's a picture right here of what this wonderful cocktail shaker looks like with its chrome cups to go with it. Yeah. And then the drinks that you can have, oh my gosh, we have, let's do it this way. Let's name these. We have the Alexander, we have a Bacardi, the Bronx, Clover Club, Gin Fizz, House, is that hors d'oeuvre or house deck? I can't read that. We have the Manhattan and the Martini and the, ooh, I really can't read that. Orange Blossom, Sidecar, Stinger. I can't, some of these I can't see. Whiskey, anyway. And then it gives the directions of what you're supposed to put in there. Fantastic. Now, you know, these sets became very popular after the repeal of the repeal of Prohibition. One of the first things FDR did in 1933. So boom, these sets hit the market. Here's another one that is much more common than that Keystone piece that I just showed you. We have a wonderful red, and I think this is, it's either Bakelite or Lucite. It might be Lucite because it's more of a clear, you can see me through it. See my eyeball right there? So it might be Lucite rather than Bakelite. And this one is not marked. Farberware, Chromecraft, you know, Chase. And also with this one, you're also getting 5 cocktail glasses. So let's take a look. Here's a picture of this one right here with its 5 cocktail glasses, cocktail stems to go with it. And I will say about these 2 sets is that they are dent-free. They are complete with lids and caps which screw on and off. A lot of times this stuff is missing, but there it is. And they're nice and clean and ready to use with no major scratches. Now this is chrome from the 30s. You're going to find signs of age, but you're just not going to see lots of dents and lots of scratches on these because I don't like them when they're that way. I try not to buy them in bad shape. Well, I think that's it for now. Whew. I've got more stuff out in the car, which I haven't unloaded yet, but I will get to it after I finish my fizzy lemonade and maybe take a cat nap. Thank you for watching. What was your favorite thing? And if you see anything that you're interested in, feel free to visit the Old Curiosity Shop because the link is in the description box below and you'll find better pictures and full descriptions including measurements and so forth. That's it. Thank you for watching. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop. Wait for the cat. And so long for now.